your favorite dough, right?
It's my only dough. Hey, I'm Luca Fabozzi, specialized in sourdough pizzas. Today I'm gonna show you how to make your own sourdough. Hey, I'm Luca Fabozzi. I'm a Napolitan pizzaiolo and I'm in Belgium to spread the Napolitan pizza culture. I have my own sourdough. I got it from my family. I had it for 20 years almost, so it's a very old baby.
He keeps it with his life.
Yes. So what we can make with sourdough? We can make every kind of dough. I make pizzas, but you can make your own breads, focaccia, pancakes, whatever
Waffles.
you like. That's gonna be our madre dough, lievito madre, our sourdough. We start from scratch. We start with the water. We create aqua madre. A very simple way to do it is with few simple ingredients like apple, raisins. We mix the water. So after 24 hours, shake it with a dance. We open it for 1 minute, we let the gas out, and then we let it ferment again for 24 hours. So after 1 minute, we close it again, let it rest 24 hours again.
Out of the fridge.
Out of the fridge. We shake it. You will see after a few days, you will really feel and hear the sound of the gas. Then after 1 minute, we close it again, and we let it ferment again for
So, and how long
day.
does this process take?
Normally after 1 week you could already use it.
How old is this one?
10 days.
10 days. Can I taste it?
Of course.
So this is the water you use to make the starter of the sourdough.
This is the aqua madre. It's one of the ways.
It's sweet. It's a little tingling. 10 days old.
After 10 days
Next
we
step.
have this. So next step, we're gonna create our sourdough. Let's start from the water. 100 milliliters from the aqua madre and 50 milliliters just 30 degrees water. We mix it a little. 150 grams flour. So it's very important the kind of flour we use. So we need a flour with a high amount of proteins and gluten. So it helps to have a strong sourdough. It helps with the structure. So we're gonna have a better elasticity and a better structure of our sourdough. So my suggestion is to use a type 0 flour. So in Belgium is T55 or T65. It's T01.
If you guys have tips at home where you buy your flour, please put it in comments so we can share it. It's nice. Where do you buy your flour?
At
in a typical Italian store.
My Italian store, yes.
Elastic already.
Comes from the gluten and from the kind of flour we are using.
You know what to do. Subscribe. Look at this beauty.
So it's very important the structure of our sourdough. It doesn't have to be too liquid. So you see, it's like a yogurt, a bit thicker. We cannot use it immediately. This has to ferment. We're gonna repeat this process with, it's not true.
Sometimes he's a little bit lying. But do subscribe anyway.
We cannot use it straight away. We're gonna
let it rest.
Let it rest for 24 hours at room temperature.
Yeah. Cover it. Where?
Cover it, of course.
Out of the fridge, always.
In a pot like this. From now on, you have your own sourdough. You can give it a name. Keep it out of the fridge. So at room temperature, 18 degrees approximately, for 1 week. Take your scale, take your sourdough, and we're gonna feed it for 1 week, once a day.
This is the feeding process, every day.
So 50 grams, we're gonna add 50 grams water.
Yes!
Oh. 1 gram more or 1 gram less, it doesn't matter. Let's create also some bubbles inside. And then 50 grams flour type 0. And we're gonna put this one again in a glass pot. leave it for 1 day, and we repeat this process every day
For
1 week.
1 week later.
So I feed it again. After 1 week, it will look already like this. The rest you can mix it with some other dough. You can make
with
something
pancakes
with it.
or wafeltjes. We hebben recepten hè, van wafeltjes of pancakes on the website, so go and have a look. And then you have this. Wow.
You see those small little bubbles? Means our sourdough is starting, but it's not so strong. Once the bubbles will get bigger, we will have a good, strong sourdough. Bit lighter, the structure, it becomes a little bit more liquid. So after 1 week, so we're gonna have to feed it once a week.
Okay, Luca, we have this beautiful sourdough. How do we make the pizza dough now?
We start from the flour. You can use a 00 flour. We're gonna start with 500 grams of flour. We add our salt in the very beginning. So we're gonna use 270 grams of water. We leave 30 grams for the end, at the end to add it. So we're gonna use for this recipe 125 grams of sourdough, which is the 25% on the weight of the flour. Keep our sourdough clean, especially on the sides. That doesn't make any bacteria. So very important, if you want to make pizzas, sourdough pizza on Saturday, make sure you feed your sourdough Saturday morning or the day before to make sure that sourdough is ready when you have to mix it. Okay, so we are mixing flour, water, salt. So in the beginning it's normal. The dough will look very dry, very hard. It's normal, let it work. It's gonna create the gluten mesh, the structure, the elasticity. When we see that absorb all the flour, we can start to add a little bit of water slowly. Then we're gonna add the sourdough and we're gonna save some water apart for the very end of the mixing. Time for the sourdough. This structure, we can add our sourdough. So once our dough absorbs all the sourdough, we can add slowly the rest of the water. We already have a good result, but we want it a little bit more elastic because we see it breaks very easily. So that's when we know our dough is ready. It's more elastic, doesn't break so easily.
And work it.
We just make a nice little ball, nice and smooth. Nice lap, and we cover it for 10 minutes. Then we are ready to make the pizza balls.
10 minutes later.
So 10 minutes were gone. And now we see the change.
We have a better structure.
Wow, the structure.
Much more elastic. Let's not
Push it too far.
Yeah, let's not stress it. So what we do? We take a spatula.
No flour.
No flour, never flour. We just need a scale. Weight your dough, that it's way too big. Say, let's make a bowl of 275 grams. Top on top, always, the nice and smooth part. And then we create a nice bowl.
You're folding it in.
So I push dough inside from the bottom. So you see the top becomes more smooth and has a nice tension.
And now, boys and girls, we are still not ready to make pizza. We're gonna have to let it rest. Yes, I kid you not, but you're gonna be so happy afterwards and thank Luca later. We're gonna let it ferment for at least
24 hours.
24 hours. And then you will be so happy with your pizza.
Nice bowl, we put it in a container. And
you let it rest for 24 hours in the fridge.
So it's very important to let the fermentation start out of the fridge for at least 4 or 5 hours.
And look at it.
And look at it to understand. Also, every fridge is different, the temperatures are different. So after that we put it in the fridge for the rest of the time, and we take it out at least 1 or 2 hours before to bake it.
Yeah, because otherwise it goes from the cold fridge into the extremely hot oven, and we don't want it.
And it's not good.
Nice and soft. So you guys who love to make sourdough, have a look at the website.